Success meant everything to me. Life was all about winning, and failure felt deeply personal. Like it wasn't just me failing, I was the failure. The thing is though, I never defined what success was for me. It was more so given, like I absorbed it growing up. As I was watching my father run his businesses, I saw how he would use power and his title and money, and people would listen. And through all of that, subconsciously I accepted that this was what success was about. How much you earn, what's your title, who knows you. And that's how I think I started living my life until it all collapsed. I was doing really well at my first job. In fact, I got so good, I became really proud. And I went to my boss one day and I said, I'd like a raise or a promotion. At the end, I got neither. And so because I felt like I was entitled for more, I decided to quit. Very rash decision. I didn't have any job lined up at that time, but I felt like I would get another one no problem because I had skills, I had experience, and a good resume with proven track record. So as I went to interviews one after another, I got really good responses. I felt pretty positive. People were saying things like I'll get an offer the next week, and I did really well. But as I was updating and refreshing my email, I kept getting nothing. As the weeks turned into months, the level of desperation and rejection started to hit me quite deeply. I started asking questions like, what's wrong with me? I'm putting out my best self in interviews, but people were just saying no. It's like they were not happy with my very best version of myself. And so it got to the point where I felt quite hopeless. It was probably around 4 months. I didn't get anything. And I remember it was just a moment where I went on my knees and I said, God, why nothing is working out? That's what I felt God was telling me, that I was chasing after the wrong idea of success. It's funny how sometimes we ask God for one thing. He actually goes underneath this and answers to the matter of the heart. And that's what happened to me. I was chasing after the wrong idea of success. Like, it wasn't serving me well. And the more I was pursuing it, the farther I was losing myself. And it defined my identity based on my outcomes. And so there were days when I did well, I felt really proud. And then there are days when I was failing and I felt like I was worthless. Whereas the way how God sees me is already enough. And so that was the revelation that I got from God. But it wasn't just that my idea of success was unhealthy. He reaffirmed me, telling me that I was already a success in His eyes, that I was enough. And from that place of feeling complete, I can go out into the world and do things. And so after that moment, nothing magical really happened. No job offer falling from the sky or a random person coming up to me and giving me a job. I still went on to apply. Ironically, what happened next was not something that I expected. The very employer that I quit my job from then offered me a job. Same position, same pay, same conditions. But this time around, I wasn't chasing after titles, promotions. I came with a new perspective that I'm there to serve, to give, and just to do my best. And interestingly enough, because with that attitude of service, as I went to contribute, help my clients, and work with my team, the promotions followed. But it no longer mattered to me as much because it didn't affect how I felt about myself. My confidence was already rooted in my identity that God gave me. So if you ever find yourself in a place where you wonder, will this next big thing bring you peace, sense of accomplishment, that you're enough, that you're good enough, maybe it's a good place to pause and wonder, what is it that you are really after? And will this definition of success serve you well?